Hi everyone, I hope you're all having the best day today. Today we are doing another fashion trends video. I done one for the start of the year and I also done one for spring or summer, and I know everyone's favourite season for fashion is fall or autumn as we call it. As I say in literally every single one of these videos, you do not have to follow trends whatsoever and you do not have to follow every trend. I think it's really fun just to pick out a few that you like certain things of and add that into your own personal style. You definitely don't need to be changing your personal style every season because that's expensive. And also when you add parts of a trend into your own personal style, you really make it your own, and that's when things, in my opinion, look the best. When you really just try and look like a certain trend, I just don't think it looks natural all the time. I think when you can actually include that within your own personal style, that's when things are done best. So I think take inspiration from trends, but don't feel the need to follow them exactly. I also always really push to try and find things secondhand. Now I am definitely someone that doesn't shop just secondhand. I like old and new, but I think especially if you do like to do lots of different trends, I think if you can find stuff secondhand, that is such a good way to do things. And I know you might think secondhand shops wouldn't have things out on trend, but you have to remember everything just comes back around. Like, things that are in fashion now have been in fashion before, so you're actually going to very likely find things are on trend. So I really do recommend look on Vinted, look at charity shops, thrift stores. My biggest dream is to go to America and go to those huge thrift stores. Like, we don't have that here. In the UK, most of our charity shops are like a small room. I'm still trying to locate like the best charity shops in Cornwall, so if anyone knows any kind of mid Cornwall, I guess, then please let me know, because I would love to go look around them. Honestly, nothing excites me more than finding a huge charity shop. I don't know why I said charity shop so weird then. Anyway, let's get into the trends. I have my phone because everything's written down. So a trend that we have seen throughout this year and was actually a big trend over summer is boho style. Now this is something that I feel like has been in fashion many times before, but I love that this is so transitional. So obviously in the summer it was more like the ruffle skirts and sheer, and honestly you can take these items into full fashion, and I think it's more just about layering things. So you can still wear your cute ruffle skirts but just add a big jumper over them, a fringe bag, and then some boots. I think this is just the most perfect trend for layering, and I think layering in fall is the best time because especially in England, you can go out in the morning, it's freezing, but by the afternoon you're hot. So being able to take things off, it's just a great transitional style. So I love the look of a lot of frills and a little bit of lace with big chunky jumpers. And this is also the perfect time for you to be wearing your cowboy boots, because I feel like everyone's getting cowboy boots. I still haven't got my pair yet. I have a couple that are kind of close, but not exactly. I really want some, and I feel like cowboy boots don't go out of style, but I know it can sometimes be when do I wear them? I think the boho trend, especially in fall, is the perfect time to wear your cowboy boots. You can also wear your boho summer clothes, but then also put a brown jacket, a suede jacket and boots, and then that's a whole new outfit, even though you're using what you wore last season. And that kind of brings me on to the next trend, which is suede. And we have seen so much suede this year, and I love suede. You don't have to wear real suede. I think in the summer we saw a lot of suede with bags, but obviously suede is quite a warm material, so it definitely fits better for fall. I've even seen suede trousers, and they kind of look really good. Definitely have to style them right. I would say the suede trousers need to be the main part, and everything else needs to stay quite simple. But can you imagine a brown pair of suede trousers with just a white t-shirt and some boots? That would look so good. And I think you're going to see suede in just the typical brown, black, tan. Obviously you can get suede in different colors, but I think for autumn or fall, that is definitely going to be the colors that you are going to see the most. I saw this suede trench coat, and I said this will be the year that I finally get a trench coat, but when I saw this suede one, and I'm is it that practical for England? Because it always rains here. I'll see if I can find it, but it was the most stunning trench coat. If you live somewhere where it doesn't rain a lot, please get it for me. Not for me, get it for yourself, but so I can live through you, because it's honestly it's so beautiful. Also suede bomber jackets as well. Again, trench coats and bomber jackets will be quite a big thing for autumn, fall, kind of going into another trend already, but you aren't quite ready for your big winter coats. So having some really good jacket options, and I think you can wear suede in kind of any jacket option. I think we're kind of moving away from like leather jackets to suede jackets, even though saying that, leather jackets definitely are timeless and you will always see them. I do have a black suede jacket, but I know I need a brown one for this season. And then kind of talking of coats, something I'm seeing a lot is they can be trench coats and they can be bomber jackets, but having, I think it's called a funnel neck, so it comes up really high, and I've seen this a lot on runways. I feel like this isn't something I've seen that much before. I mean, I definitely have seen that, but not as like a big trend. And I love it because it's going to keep you warm, but it just looks really cool. Like it really elevates an outfit. You could literally wear like just like a jacket with like this funnel neck, and you could just be wearing something like leggings and like boots. I know some people are against leggings, but I don't mind them. But you could just be wearing a very simple outfit, but putting that on, something about that like funnel neck style makes it look like so elevated, so fashionable, so on trend. And then just quickly to add to like jackets and coats, the other thing I'm seeing a lot of is the cropped trench coats. So I know when I think of a trench coat, I think of the long ones, but we saw a lot of trench coats kind of at the start of this year that were cropped. I think it was like a viral M&S one, which I tried on and I liked it, but like I wasn't like obsessed. But I do think a cropped trench coat looks really good, and I think it's something that you will wear a lot. You'll be able to put it with anything, and I think you will wear it over and over again, because I think there's nothing worse than buying something that you're obsessed with, you love it so much, you probably spend quite a lot of money on it, and then by the time there's like a year and that season comes back around and you're like, I don't really like that anymore. I feel like with a trench coat, whether it's cropped or full length, you're not going to get bored of and you're always going to like. Next thing I think we're going to see is a lot of lace. I've been seeing lace everywhere, and this can be anything from like literally a full lace outfit. That's definitely more something for like going out, more of like an occasion outfit, but I've seen like these just amazing like full length lace dresses or like lace two pieces, or you can do it much more toned down and just have like a lace trim on something. One thing I really love is, have you seen like they almost, what are they called? They're not boxer shorts, but they're just kind of like satin or silk shorts with lace on them. That would look so cute poking out like under a jumper with boots, because I would so much rather have my top half covered, like when it's kind of in between, have my top half covered and then like the bottom showing, not my bottom as in like my leg showing. Then you're not going to overheat and you're not going to be too cold, so just like little like peaks of lace. Also with a lot, I know a lot of people wearing, I have so many of those like satin like midi skirts. You can get a lot of them at the moment with the lace trim at the end, which is a really nice way to do this trend, but like very toned down. You could also have it with like a top and then just have like something over the top of that top and have like the lace trim poking out of the bottom or on the sleeves. So it's really up to you how much you want to do, but I love lace. And if you're shopping secondhand, one thing you should always look for if you're looking for lace is look in like the nightwear section, because there will be a lot of things that people might have worn to bed but like I personally would wear every day, or you can just use them to layering. So that's a good tip if you are looking secondhand. But there is a lot of lace out there. I think it's very girly, very feminine, and I just think I'm definitely going to be getting into that trend this year because I think it's one of my favourite. The next trend I think we're going to see a lot of is polka dots. Polka dots is one of those things that kind of comes in and out, and I think I personally love it. I think it's a perfect print for like autumn, fall, because you've kind of had your florals in spring and summer, and now it's like I can't really think of any other prints that are kind of typical autumn. And I think a lot of the time with kind of autumnal clothing, it is kind of quite block colours, and I mean it's changed with like textures, but there's not really prints. So I feel like polka dot is like the best thing for autumn. I actually wore this like mesh sheer maxi skirt. I got it from Shein and it was like £10, and I just wore like really like small, not really small underwear, but like enough to cover, but like so like it was completely sheer, and then just a black top over it. And I actually wore flip-flops with it. I was going to wear heels, but I really loved that outfit. And I think there's loads of different ways obviously you can do polka dot. I also think I really just like a black and white polka dot. I don't mind if it's like white background, black dots, or black background and white dots, but I do feel like you're going to see mostly just a black and white for those. You can obviously do it with colours, but I think for this trend it's mainly going to be black and white. However, that doesn't mean you have to pair it with black and white. So let's say you had like that black mesh skirt with the white polka dots, you could wear that with like something brown, something burgundy. You don't have to have a full polka dot outfit or a full black and white. You can definitely mix it up, or you could even do like a white top with black polka dots and then like a nice pair of dark wash jeans. I think there's a lot of different options, and I think anyone can wear this trend because it's a print. Obviously anyone can wear that. I mean, anyone can wear any trend, but it's not like a shape. Like obviously certain shapes just don't suit certain people, whereas with a pattern I feel like anyone can find stuff that will suit them. And actually I've found that like even if I don't think something's like the most flattering on me, if I really like it, I'm just going to wear it anyway, because I don't necessarily need something like flatter my body. Like this is so baggy, and honestly from the side I look huge because it hangs off my boobs, but I really love the top, so maybe it's not that flattering, but I'm still gonna wear it because I like it. Okay, last two trends. So next one, and I probably should have mentioned this earlier when I was talking about jackets, but is capes. And I'm so excited because I found this really beautiful cape in a charity shop last year, and I didn't know if I was going to wear it, but I remember just putting it on and I was like, I love this, I'm going to buy it. So I'm really excited that this is a trend for this year. Again, I think this just elevates an outfit so much, and like you really don't have to do much. You literally throw on your cape. I think if you can get like a really cute like antique brooch, it doesn't have to be antique, it can be new, but like you could even get like fun little brooches for them, or just nothing and just leave it kind of over. But the shape they give you, especially when you have one that kind of goes into like a V and is kind of not, I don't feel like you want it really long, kind of like mid-thigh I guess. I just think it looks so elevated, so like just makes everything look so like sophisticated, classy, and I don't know if they're words I would normally use to describe my style, but I think that's really fun to look like that sometimes. I think these look really good with like a dark wash pair of jeans, or even kind of like a skinny jean, because I know some people love their skinny jeans with the knee-high boots and a cape. That would be a really cute look. And yeah, I'm excited to see where we go with capes, because I don't feel like it's been a really big trend for quite a while, so I'm really excited to see where this goes, and I will let you know how I style mine. I'll make sure to post it a few times. And the last one is chunky jewellery, specifically bracelets. And I mean, it can be anything, and I think one of the trends I talked about in my first video of the year for trends for 2025 was what's the word, maximalist jewellery, is that the word? Basically loads and loads of jewellery, and something I'm seeing so much of is the big chunky bangles, but they're kind of in different colours. I think maybe they're plastic, I don't know, but having them layered, like a brown one, then kind of like a lighter one that's maybe a little bit like patterned, and then like an orange one or a green one. I've seen so many of them, and I just think it's so interesting to add that to like a plain outfit. Again, it just makes it look so much more on trend, so much more fashionable. And obviously you don't just have to do this with bracelets, you could do loads of rings, loads of necklaces. I think there's so many good, like if you just want to get like a cheap necklace, like places like Shein have so many that like have so much going on, because I feel like with these things you're not going to wear them all the time, like it's very much costume jewellery, so you can just kind of get quite like cheap jewellery and then just like add loads of it. Obviously you can invest in this stuff if you think it's going to be something that you're going to wear a lot of, but if you just kind of want to first experiment and see what you like, because wearing a lot of jewellery takes some getting used to. Like I don't know about you, but if I get a new ring, like even just one, like wearing it for the first few days I feel so uncomfortable, then I feel like I don't ever want to take it off my body, but like I just feel like it's one of those things that you don't want to invest in loads and then be like, this isn't for me, because jewellery can be expensive. Okay, I think I'm done with all of the trends for autumn. I mean, I definitely haven't covered all of them, there definitely will be more. Like I said at the start, wear what you want, wear what makes you feel good, but this is just for the people that, I mean, I'm guessing if you clicked on this video you do like this stuff, so it's for the people that love this and really want to kind of incorporate some trends into their wardrobe. And just a tip for anyone that is like me, you have so many clothes but you're always like, what do I wear? I have nothing to wear. Have like a day where you just like create outfits and don't go anywhere, because I promise you if you're not going anywhere you will find the most perfect outfits. You will find like outfits that you've never thought of that have always been in your wardrobe. You will find the most perfect outfits because you have nowhere to go. Take pictures of them, save them in a folder of outfits you can wear, and every time you feel like, what do I wear? Everything looks bad, you go to your folder and you're like, I know this looks good. so you can wear it. It's honestly like a life-changing thing. I need to do it for autumn, but honestly, please do it on a day where you're not going anywhere, because I promise you, if you're going somewhere, it's not going to be the same. It's honestly like, it's like it knows. If you need to look good and you don't know what to wear and you're going somewhere that day, it's just gonna be like, sorry, don't have anything. The second you have no plans, you have the best ideas. It's just how it works. And then also when you do this, you can kind of work out like what you think you're missing, what you need more of, what kind of trends you want to lean into more, which ones you kind of want to get away from, which ones you find the most flattering. And I mean, you can even do different trends for different occasions. You don't have to stick to anything. It's all about having fun. It's not that serious. It is all just having fun, feeling good, and making getting dressed an experience. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love it if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will speak to you all in the next video. Bye!